Hello everyone, and welcome back to our channel. If you're joining us for the first time, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments. Because today, we're diving into one of the most dramatic shake-ups in South African politics in years. The news is simple, but the implications are massive. The South African Communist Party has removed Gwede Mantashe from its Central Committee. Yes, the same Gwede Mantashe who has been one of the most powerful figures in the ANC, a veteran of the Tripartite Alliance, and someone often seen as the glue holding together competing factions. And according to insiders, Mantashe was left shaken, even emotional, after hearing the news. Some claim he was in tears. Others say he described the move as nothing less than political betrayal. So what went wrong? On the surface, no official explanation has been given. But when we look closely, three issues stand out. First is ideology. The SACP has long prided itself on its socialist roots. Mantashe, however, has become a staunch defender of the ANC mainstream, backing policies that many in the party's left flank consider too soft and too friendly to capital. Second is energy. You know, Mantashe has been a loud champion of coal. He has defended coal jobs, coal mines, and coal power stations like a personal mission. But in an age when renewables are rising and younger activists are pushing for green alternatives, that stance has made him look like yesterday's man. Third is perception. Critics within the SACP whisper that Mantashe has strayed too far from working-class values, that he now represents the interests of elites rather than workers. It's important to remember who Mantashe is in the bigger picture. He's not just another ANC leader. He's the chairperson of the party, a seasoned organizer, and the minister who oversees mineral resources and energy. He has been both feared and respected for decades. To see him cut from the SACP's top table is not just a demotion. It's a message that even the most established comrades are no longer untouchable. Public reaction has reflected this split. Some South Africans say good riddance, that the SACP has finally shown backbone against a man who has overstayed his welcome. Others are saddened, arguing that Mantashe has given his life to the struggle and deserved more respect. On social media, memes and hot takes have been flying. One user joked that if Mantashe can be axed, maybe coal itself should start worrying. Another called it the most shocking political plot twist since Zuma's midnight cabinet reshuffles. But beneath the humor lies a serious question: is the Tripartite Alliance finally falling apart? Remember, this alliance between the ANC, COSATU, and the SACP has been around since the dawn of democracy. It was designed as a united front to steer South Africa through the post-apartheid transition. Yet in recent years, COSATU has grown openly critical of the ANC's handling of wages and corruption. The SACP has become increasingly frustrated with ANC compromises. And now, by removing Mantashe, they have shown they are ready to act, not just complain. The stakes here are enormous. If the alliance does fracture before the 2026 elections, the ANC will face its toughest electoral test yet. Imagine a ballot paper where the ANC no longer enjoys the automatic backing of the unions and communists. Imagine the SACP contesting elections on its own, rallying disillusioned voters who feel the ANC has lost its soul. Imagine COSATU forced to pick a side, splitting worker support right down the middle. In that scenario, the ANC bleeds votes, the EFF and MK party swoop in to gather the left-wing discontent, and the DA quietly celebrates as the ruling party fights for survival. Let's pause for a moment and inject a touch of humor, because in South Africa, politics always has that soap opera quality. Picture the WhatsApp groups the night this news broke. One faction sending crying emojis, another posting coal truck memes, and somewhere, Ramaphosa probably just muttering, "Not another crisis." Because let's face it, every week in our politics feels like a new season of generations. Yet we cannot ignore the serious side. This comes at a time when the country desperately needs unity and stability. Service delivery protests are breaking out daily, unemployment remains sky high, and the government of national unity is already fragile. In this environment, removing Mantashe may strengthen the SACP's ideological purity, but it risks weakening the broader movement that has governed since 1994. For ordinary South Africans, it raises the old question: are leaders more interested in fighting each other than in solving real problems? There's also the sensitive issue of corruption and business ties. For years, Mantashe has faced criticism for being too close to industry, particularly in energy. His defense of coal has been portrayed not just as loyalty to workers, but as protection of networks that benefit from the coal economy. While many of these claims remain unproven, the perception has stuck. And in politics, perception can be just as damaging as fact. By cutting him loose, the SACP may be trying to wash its hands of any suspicion that it tolerates cozy deals with big business. So where does this leave us? For Mantashe, it is a bruising moment. He has built a career as a fighter, a disciplinarian, and a survivor. Yet even survivors can be humbled. Still, anyone who has followed South African politics knows better than to write him off. Today he may be down, but tomorrow he could be back in another powerful role. Politics here has a way of recycling its old warriors. For the Tripartite Alliance, though, the clock is ticking. This may be the first move in a larger realignment that changes the shape of the 2026 battlefield. If the SACP and COSATU decide they no longer want to be junior partners, the ANC will face the test of its life. For the voters, it will mean more choice, but also more uncertainty. And so the story of Gwede Mantashe's removal is not just about one man. It is about the future of South Africa's politics, about whether the old alliances can hold, or whether a new era is beginning. What do you think? Was the SACP right to remove him, or was this an act of betrayal against a loyal comrade? Drop your thoughts in the comments, because this debate is only just beginning. Thank you for watching. Remember to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and stay tuned for more deep dives into South Africa's most important political stories. See you next time.